Hi, and welcome to Three Questions with. Got my buddy Bill Tarpey with us. Hey, Bill, welcome to the show.
Hi, Kevin. Thank you very much. How you doing?
Bill, why don't you just stop and give us a little overview of the firm? Tell us about what you do.
Sure, Tom. So Tarpey Insurance Group is an independent, family-owned insurance agency with 4 locations in Massachusetts. I'm third generation of the business. It was started by my grandfather, and his 5 children are now owners of the business. And then there's myself and a brother and a cousin who are the third generation in it. And then we have a great group of account managers along with us.
That's really cool, all kidding aside, Bill, because it's nice when, people come in that have been getting insurance with you from when your grandfather started. Hey, my grandfather, my dad, now I'm doing it just like you, it's kind of neat because you really actually know the family, everything about it and stuff.
Yeah,
that's
nice.
Can't be replaced, man. It's super valuable and stuff. Like, hey, you have the same drive your grandpa had, or it's kind of cool to watch, the whole generation just keep moving down and stuff. So now, Bill, you personally focus on commercial insurance, right?
I do. Our agency offers both personal and commercial insurance. Personal side of homeowners, auto, personal umbrella, high, value scheduled property, for example, like jewelry and things like that. And then on the other side of it, we offer commercial insurance, and we are a generalist agency. We focus on many different types of industries within it. It could be real estate, construction risks, healthcare related risks, restaurants, wholesalers and distributors. So a number of variety of different industries we touch upon and have had many years of experience with. So can't say that we focus on one particular type of industry. We definitely do work with many of them. So
could you talk a little bit about some of the hot button topics, subjects that sometimes businesses overlook? Is there anything that you can think of?
Yeah, I would say that there are a few areas that we see as being that I've come across as where companies can definitely overlook the line of insurance that would protect them, and it's something that I think needs to be reviewed on an annual basis. And many businesses, no matter what the size, should be focusing on. I think that a couple of big areas from a property perspective. One of the biggest things that we have difficulty determining is replacement costs of property. Now, with the last couple of years and the increased costs of materials, construction materials, labor, so replacement costs on property has been a difficult thing to gauge. And I think that policyholders are oftentimes overlooking and not reviewing it annually to make sure that they have adequate coverage. So that's from the property side. I would also say that the 2 other areas that we're seeing where increased claims are coming in are cyber issues, being like the ransomware claims that are hitting businesses of all sizes, whether it's a one-person shop or a 100 employee business. It doesn't really matter. The ransomware attacks we're seeing are coming in pretty heavily, and oftentimes clients find that they don't have the proper coverage for it, proper policy for it to help mitigate the loss. And then I think the other big area is increased litigation from an employment practices standpoint. Many insureds are getting hit, with claims from employees, whether current or past, for wrongful termination, sexual harassment, discrimination, things like that. And I think that's one area that a lot of clients do not focus on as seeing a real need for it, but it can be a costly matter to deal with.
I agree. So Bill, going back to the cyber, I like what you said, that regardless of the size of your company, you have to consider it. Because often, a small business owners, myself, being self-employed, working out of the basement of my home, they're like, Bill, what's the odds, man? And I kind of chuckle when I hear people say that. I'm like, because you're an easy target, Bill. So the odds are better, because you don't have all those defenses in place that some of the larger companies have. But again, like you said, you have to look at the impact on your business. If shutting down, your customer database or God forbid you feel you're keeping confidential information that may have been exposed, could be the end of your business, right?
Sure, absolutely. And I think that, you know, clients that take a look at their current program, and they might see, you know, a small, like on a business owner's policy, for example, you might have a small limit of insurance that's dedicated to cyber. I think that they think that that's going to be enough for them, but it really is important to continue the conversation with your agent to make sure that it is enough, because oftentimes it's not. There are a lot of gaps in those coverages where you have that small endorsement on your business owner's policy. You really need to look at sort of a standalone policy that provides a much more comprehensive coverage for you. And I think that it really is a hot button topic right now, as we hear in the news every single day or read the paper.
So Bill, one more question. How often should someone renew their policies? You know, go look at them, make sure everything's up to date. Because it seems like as your business grows, maybe your needs grow too. So should you be reviewing them every year?
Absolutely, at a minimum every year. And I think it's important to have conversations with your agent at least twice a year, just to check in. You know, maybe you have a conversation with the agent and say, listen, we're going to check in every 6 months just to do a quick insurance checkup, if you will, see if anything's changed, see if we need to add anything, increase limits, see, just to give yourself proper protection, because you just never know until that loss actually occurs. So
makes a great point. So Bill, what's the best way for people to reach out to you? How can they learn more, my friend?
I always welcome phone calls, and visit in my office, or to give me a phone call, and I would love to set up a meeting with anybody that wants to discuss their insurance needs. So
What's the best number to reach out, bud?
you can reach me on my cell phone at 978-604-0275, or you can send me an email at bill@tarpeyinsurance.com.
Bill, I really appreciate you taking a few minutes to call into the show. And as always, thanks for being my friend.
Thank you, Kevin.